All right. All righty. What to do on red days? Red alert. Red alert. We were down 600. Now we're only down 300. We're a little bit sad around here. We were down a lot more than where we are now, but okay, what the heck. Let's take a quick look at our Tasty Trade platform. Here you can see that my name's Rob Helmick, by the way. And on this channel, one thing that we're trying to do is we're trying to bring you the Trading Desk Live. Every day at 3:30 and every Sunday at 6 p.m., Maria and I are going to be live on the channel. It's all about helping you become the best trader possible. We do that by sharing the best tips and tools to improve your portfolio. Maria and I share decades of experience. I'm primarily a math-based trader. I do millions of back tests every weekend, and we use AI to do our trades, and I use all bots to do my trades. And my wife and my 30-year-old son, they trade the wheel strategy, naked puts, and they do a lot of what I would call the modern Mag 7s and the, the Reddit type stuff. So at any rate, I thought I'd come on. We had a big down day today. We're still down $314 over here in the Qs, and the SPX is down 44. We were over 6,000, 7,000 yesterday. Now we're at 669.34. And people a lot of times ask me, well, what do you think about down days? What do you do? I love down days. Down days are the best. And the reason is my bread and butter trade is what I call the Crazy Ivan. Yeah, I do the SPX, 0 DTEs. Those all run by robots. I don't even touch them during the day. But the idea is that the naked puts in the Qs, and you don't have to do naked, it's what I do, is my bread and butter play. I only use 30% of my buying power. So I love down days because that's the day I get to get in. So here you can see on my screen, I put on 4 of them this morning. They're up about $2,800. And then I had 4 of them. I normally carry about 65 of these in my account at a maximum. And so that's 30% of my buying power. I never use more than 30% of my buying power because we get a big down day or a down trend. You can be in real trouble with your margin. So we can go down 4,000 points in the Qs and maybe 5,000 points and I'll be fine, which is, more than a 20% down move because I'm only trading 30% of my buying power. So let's take a quick look and see what these are. You can see, just bring this over here. Let's just look at the Qs alone. So if you're just looking at the Qs and you're looking at what I did over the last 7 days, you can see that we're buying and selling them. We're buying to close and we're selling to open. Let's go back 30 days just so you can really see. So you can see there's buying and selling. The red ones are selling to open. The green ones are buying to close, selling to open, buying to close. And today we're selling to open. That's the idea. So these are the filled ones. I have one working, and we call that the Crazy Ivan. I'll get into that just a second. But you can see on these filled ones today, just for today, for example, I started selling them this morning at $9.59. I sold one for $215. I sold one for $230 as the price kept going up. Market's going down, so these keep going up in price. I sold one for $255, then one for $265, and now I've got an order out there for $295. But the darn thing's back down to $207. So, as it goes down, I'm going to make money, but I would love to have gotten 10 or 15 in today, but I got a little greedy. So let's take a look at what I do. This is the Tasty Trade platform. It's always 45 days to 60 days. So we're going to go out. This is easy stuff, easy stuff. I'm going to go out here 45 to 60 days. I don't care for the weeklies as much. When this goes to dark blue, that's the next futures contract. Note that this is at 25,835. Just going to the next futures contract is at 26,079. So that's a move like of 150 points. You need to be aware that futures are individual contracts. It's not like trading NVIDIA or Microsoft where it's the same stock month after month, year after year. It's not. This futures will expire on March 20th, and that's it. That one's gone. And this one's the NQH6. It's gone, and now we'll be trading the NQM6. And it changes 8 times a year, so you need to be sure you know which one you're trading. Sometimes you can keep the same strike price, and you're actually getting 150 points to the better. But I digress. So I'm going to go out 45 to 60 days. Stay with me. I talk fast, but you can always rewind this or slow it down later. So I'm going to go out 49 days, and here are the Qs, the strike prices. Remember, we're at 25,845. And so I'm just going to go down. It's not hard stuff. I'm going to go out to 12 Delta. If I was going to start putting them on today, I'd look at this 12 Delta and I say, wait, I don't like the hundreds. I like to go on the hundreds. I don't like the 100s. I like to go on the even thousands. And there's a bunch of, I got my phone off. You can't hear them. You can't hear them trade. I don't know. Here we go. So you can't hear the darn things, but we're putting on, you'll hear 200 trades going on in the background throughout the day here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this and say, okay, well, I traded earlier on the 500s. That's why I like the 1000s, the 250s, the 500s, or the 750s. So let me show you what I mean here. So let's say I was going to go on at 12 delta right now. And I say, well, I don't like the 100s. I like the thousands. So I would do it at the thousands. It's going to normally be between 12 and 15,000 in buying power. You're going to get between $3,000 and $5,000 in premium. And what do you know? It's 12,700 in buying power, just as foretold. And the max profit is 3,100. Are we going to go for 3,100? No, we're not. Thank you for asking. We're going to go for 25%. 25%. That's what we want. 25%. You know what? I didn't record this. All right. Hello and welcome to the show. Today is the trading desk, and we're going to be showing you how to do the crazy Ivans. Here we are on the Tasty Trade platform. There we go. All right. So for those of you that have been with us, that are new to the show in the last 30 seconds when I started recording, you're going to see that we're going on at 45 to 60 days. The Qs, we're going to put on naked put. And so I would go ahead, and I like to go at least $100 more, 100 points more. So I would put this on for $165. And I like to go up just a quarter. Each quarter is worth a nickel. It's worth $5. So, and for some reason here, they're trading by 50 cents, which is fine. So each 50 cents is going to be $10. So that's where we're going to be. And I would put that on, and I would hit review and send, and then I would send that off. But because earlier today, and I like to keep the math easy, earlier today I already put these on. Like I said, I sold these at 215, 230, 255, 265. Now they're only offering me 202, the dirty dogs. And if I wanted to, what I could do is I could go ahead and close these out. I put this marker in for myself. I put the date and the 25% as a reminder to close these at 25%. These here were at 50% this morning or last night. So I am being very piggy, and I want to get 50% on these. So I'm holding these. But these ones here, I'm up 16% in a couple hours. They normally go off every 14 days, so 26 times a year. And so what happens is if you make a quarter on them, let's say you're making $1,000 to make the math easy, and you're using, let's say, 13,000 in buying power, then you'd get $26,000 in profits on 13,000 buying power, 200% profit. People say, but Rob, what do you do when the thing drops? Good question. Glad you asked. Let's take a look. So let's suppose that I put on these 23 fives like I did today, and all of a sudden the market drops from 25.8. It goes down to 24,000, let's say. Okay, so it drops 1,800 points, not more than the 290. Gosh, it was down 600. Now it's only down 290. I love down days. I don't like it when it comes back because I didn't get a chance. You know, traders are funny. No matter what we do, we're never happy. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. I'm telling you, they're sitting on my shoulder all day long, every day. They drive me. I wish I could get rid of them. They always are in my head. Oh, Rob, if you would have done this, you could have done this, you should have done that. Stop. Let it go. Okay? You can only control what you control. We don't need to win all of them. We just need to win some of them. Okay? We need to win more than we lose. That's why on the SPX, we win 57%. We lose 43%. There's some SPXs. Oh, no, that's PLTR. It looks like someone in my family is trading PLTR this morning. And Tyler, I saw, he was scalping in Qs. On SPX, we win 57, we lose 43. I get it. And I'm looking at the chat, by the way. Thank you, Mario. Good to see you. And good to see you, Mike Theta, or M Theta. I'm not supposed to say his name is Mike, but I know it is Mike because I know him. And so, okay, let's take a look now at these. We're going to get into this right away. So what do I do when it goes down, right? Okay. So what I do is one of two things. Okay. First, I'm going to roll it down and out. I don't like that as much. Maria likes that a lot. What you do is you push it out another 30 to 60 days. You're going to pick up another 1,000 points in downside. I don't care for that because I think that the market tends to come back pretty quickly. Here's what I do. I just slap a green on in there. You know, slap a green. Just buy yourself a little protection. Let's see if I can get this. I can't. Just buy yourself a little protection in here. That's all. Just buy yourself some protection. And let's suppose that this thing dropped. It dropped from 25.8 down to 24,000. So 1,900 point drop. This is going to jump up. This price will jump up to $500 rather than $200. Okay, that's fine. Pay the 500. I get it. Normally what happens is the market comes back long before the 49 days expires. And when it does, you're going to be able to sell it and get some of your money back. So you buy it for 500, and let's say you sell it for 200, so it costs you 300. Okay. Well, remember on these, you're making what, $70 each. So to lose 300, you got to sell back 5 of them, and you're doing 26 a year. So, okay. So now you go 21 and 5, you're still up 16. That's $16,000 versus your 13,000 buying power. Yeah, I'll do that. Still 100% profit. Last year, I had to do this on just one of them. Okay, just one of them. It's just not that hard because you're so far out, and because you're getting out at 25%. Your winning percentage is extremely, extremely high. That's the crazy Ivan. That's how I play that on down days. I love this play. I've been doing it for years and years and years. It pays all the bills around here. It's one of the best trades ever. Let's quickly take a look at Maria did some, last night we did our live show at 3:30, which we do every single day. And Maria did some earnings plays. She doesn't have any earning plays today. The next ones will be next week. But she had me go in on Meta and in on CLS. Let's see if I can look up Meta and see what, I'm going to show you what we did on Meta here. So on Meta, I'm going to do it for you yesterday as well. So on Meta, she had me sell this yesterday at $3.50. So right before the market closed, right? We went in at $6.35. And Tyler, my son, he was in the studio when it happened. And he goes, "Oh, Dad, if you would have waited another 5 minutes, you would have gotten another $100. Yeah, that's true. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. I get it. Maria likes doing these right at the last second. But I was during the show. We put on a lot of trades at 15:51. And so I just didn't want to wait that much longer. So I got $635. I bought it back this morning at 9:30 and 34 seconds, right at the open. There they're buying RKLB. That's got to be Tyler. I have no idea what RKLB is. They're getting it. Who knows what that is? That might be Maria, but I don't know. At any rate, so this Meta, I sold it yet last night for $635. I bought it back this morning for 7 cents. So that's a nice $628 profit. Easy cheesy, lemon peasy. Maria's earning trades are normally pretty good. This one's a little scary. Although it was down $60 on the CLS here, and I'm not sure what this company does. It's picks and shovels for AI, I guess. But again, it was way out of the money. Let's see what we did in this one. Let's see what we did. So CLS yesterday, we sold it for $600, and right now it's trading for $1,300. But I mean, look at this. Look at this spread. We still got 10, even though it's down $55 today. $55. It's got till a $10 cushion before it's in the money. It gets in the money, we're going to do the exact same thing, right? We're going to just roll that just like we talked about. See if I'll just, she'll probably roll it like something like 45 days, maybe roll it down to a 270. That's even going to give her $600 credit. And she would be rolled all the way down to 270. They don't have anything else open. Let's see if I can go out a little further and see what happens. Okay. So we go out to March 20th. What I'm doing is I'm looking to see whether or not this is a credit down here. We don't just want the smallest credit possible. So, okay. So she could roll it from 280 all the way down to 250. She would only go out be only out 50 days. So she'd be at 250. She'll pick up an extra $60. And what do we get? I say she, this is actually my account. So we got $6. So now we'd have $660, right? And instead of being at 280, we'd be at 250. I mean, it's not rocket science, guys. It's not rocket science. You think it's going to go? Maybe, I guess. Maybe it goes down another 40 points. Maybe it has one of the biggest drops ever today. And in the next 2 weeks, it goes down more. But probably, I mean, it's AI, picks and shovels. Those AI companies report. If they report well, this thing will go through the roof. And when it goes through the roof, then this $13 is going to go down to, 7 cents like Meta. And we'll get to keep the $600 there. So I don't panic on those types of things. Now, I know everybody likes to know how's Rob doing in his 0 DTEs today. Is he getting killed or not? They love it when I'm down for some reason. I don't know why. So here we are. And as you can see, it says we put on 41 trades. That's just the closed trades. And the way you calculate this is Options Omega. We love Options Omega. We do millions and millions of back tests on Options Omega. We're what they call a power user. And we do that every week. And we're figuring out ways to do it so we don't have to back test quite as many, and how we can build our own database from their assets, which works out really great for us and for them. And then what we do is we run it all through AI. We have our own AI assistant that Maria built called Vera. And then on September 23rd, we came up with Vera 2.0. And so we have that, and then we run it back through options. We take those trades, the top 200 or so, and I analyze them and kick out 50 of them that I don't like, and then we run it through AI again, and we do the testing for risk tolerance. Because as I always say, if you have 10 million, I have 1 million, and we're each trading a million, your risk tolerance is much higher than I. You can lose the $1 million and don't care. If I lose $1 million, I definitely care. So once you do that, then you put it back into Options Omega, and they have the bots, and they can run all kinds of bots, huge number of bots every single day, which is what they do for me. So I never have to use my little fingers. I can go surfing or swimming or whatever. And that's what I do all day. Maria and Tyler are glued to the screen all day long. I am not. If it wasn't for this YouTube channel, the real reason I started it, because I had nothing to do and I was bored out of my mind and I can't go surfing during the winter. So that's why you're stuck with me. All right. I love doing this, by the way. I love it. I am a trading addict. If you are in the YouTube channel with us, love to hear from you about the YouTube channel, how we can make it better. So someone asked in there, do we do zero DTs in the morning? Yes, we do zero DTs all day long. And here you can see all the trades that we put on just today. These are all the trades today. And by the way, you can go through this and slow it down, and you can see all the trades we do. And here's all the losers that we have. Look at all the losers. We got page after page of losers, right? So we got tons and tons of these. And like I said, we're going to put on like 200 a day. And let's see, the last one closed at what time? At 12:25. And what time is it now? It is, I wish I had my handy dandy sheet on here. There, how about that? There I am. Am I not on any of these? There's the chart. There's a tasty trade. There I am. Okay. Hello. All right. And look, Maria got me this clock so I can know what time it is and when I'm supposed to shut up. I think we're just going to do a half-hour show today. But yeah, I do trades all day long. So let's take a look at the Options Omega. So if you look at Options Omega without my face in there, clogging it up, you can see how we do. And this is where we are today. So we're down about 10,800. We were up $3,000 this morning. Day before yesterday, we were down 10 grand at noon, and then we were up 19,000 at the end of the day. So it moves around a lot, and we put on trades, not every 7 minutes, but a lot during the day, a lot. And when we back test, there's 390 trading minutes in a day, and so typically we back test we can back test all of them. Then we look at least two strategies: exponential moving average and multiple entry iron condor. Then we look at least 10 premium targets. So say $1, $5, $1, $1.50, $1.75, $2, $2.25, etc. Then we look at wing width. So you can do it 10, 20, 50, 100, 150, whatever it might be. And then we look at stop losses, 50, 95, 100, 105, 120, 200, 400, 700, whatever it might be. And so then you do all those combinations. So if you got 390 of those, and then you're going to have, say, 10 premiums, 10 stop losses, 10 wing widths, and that's going to be about 50 million tests for 390 minutes. That's about 50 million tests for the week. And because you're looking back 250 days, which is 6 months, that's 50 million tests. And that's just a put credit spread. So then you got to do the call credit spread. That's another 50 million. So 100 million, which is a lot of data. And so if you cut that down to every 7 minutes and cut down the number of stop losses and the number of premiums and stuff, you can get it down to 7 to 20 million tests every single week. Then you run it through AI. Then it's like, say, she kicks out 200. I cut it back. Then we put it onto the bots. So, and then someone say, well, that won't work or whatever. It's not, not possible. And so here's where we are with we do 2 accounts on our daily show. And here is the, I do not believe that Option Omega has API access. No, I don't think that would work for them to do that. And it looks like my camera has frozen again. It looks like my camera has frozen. And if that's the case, then I am going to have to say goodbye. Can anyone in the chat room tell me if that's frozen? I'm pretty sure it's frozen. So we are going to have to turn this off. Thank you very much for coming. We've enjoyed it. We are going to end this stream right now. It looks like the camera froze again. And we are, I don't know how many minutes into it. Yeah, it's frozen. Doggone it. Thank you so much in the chat room. We're still working on the technology, and we will get better. I promise you. We're 19 minutes in, and the darn thing froze up. So at any rate, well, at least you got to see the final screen, but I didn't get to show you the other numbers. And what's really frustrating is that our stream health is extremely perfect. It's just that the darn camera overheats, and I got a new camera coming. So at any rate, I guess you can't see it, but I'm waving my hands. I'm going to say goodbye until 3:30. And if I were you, I would watch the first 19 minutes because it may freeze up again at 3:30. Bye-bye.